one of the most accomplished directors still alive today. At the age of 83, Scorsese doesn't shy away from technology. Au contraire, he indulges in it. Whether making adorable short-form content for his online following, incorporating AI-assisted software to de-age his favorite stars, employing digital cameras when necessary, Scorsese is no stranger to technological advancement. Unlike Nolan, for example, who even at 55 famously claims he's never used email in his life. As I mentioned, he's not a director who pretends to live in the Stone Age. So, we've established he's open, he's cool, he's trying to stay in touch with social media and technology and take advantage of it when possible. He is, however, someone who will distinguish cinema from movies. So isn't storyboarding an art form that should be protected and held to the same standards? More on that later. He claims that it will ease the translation from idea to actual image that he can share with his team. But isn't that ironic? As through AI you are directly minimizing teamwork, reducing human contact, cutting down a creative head that would have assisted in bringing not only a vision to life, but an input. What even is a storyboard? According to Studio Binder, it's a visual representation of a film sequence, and it breaks down the action into individual panels. It is a series of drawings, with camera direction, dialogue, and any other detail. It's one of the first coherent visual representations of the film. Just like a script, the moment the idea starts being physically in front of you, whether through words or images, whether in a page or on a computer screen, it sparks another perspective. You can see what works, what doesn't, what needs revisiting, your ideal scenarios and your plan Bs. And if a storyboard artist is on board, it becomes an active collaboration. It invites fruitful conversations and advice. And even if working solo, the act of storyboarding can also trigger new thoughts that would have otherwise not come up if you've only used prompts. Storyboards don't have to be elaborate. They don't have to be perfect. The moving image is a product of human interaction, exchange of ideas, healthy arguments, and limitations. If you restrict even a fraction of this process for supposedly perfectly generated images, you take some humanity out of the film itself. Haneke's storyboards became famous for their childlike simplicity, silly at first glance, but effective just the same. To come back to screenwriting for perspective purposes, there isn't one way to do it. You can go all the way, hire a professional, or do it yourself and break all the rules. The important thing is innovation, authenticity, and communication. Unfortunately, AI only offers one out of the three. Scorsese was creating his own storyboards before he even finished school. You can clearly see the creativity, energy, and enthusiasm pumped into making these comic book-like pieces of storytelling. Now imagine you're Scorsese or anyone willing to give this a go. Production of images has just become easier, accessible, more expensive in some cases, and lacking identity. The human hands that the engines exploited to generate these images remain uncredited, unprotected, unpaid. Anti-AI as a blanket statement is doing no one any favors. Yet it pains me to conclude that a certain degree of hypocrisy is inevitably accompanied with a decision like so, whether from a sustainable viewpoint, a collaborative viewpoint, or even an aesthetic viewpoint. However, can we at least rest, knowing a trustworthy, competent director is overseeing the inevitable? Perhaps, perhaps not. We cannot hold advancement nor deny it. Oftentimes operating without it is a form of privilege. Going back to Nolan, we can laugh at how out of touch his statement is. The average person would not be able to even get through high school without emails, let alone get a job. But with new technology comes new moral dilemmas. New companies to exploit our labor and steal our data and yada yada. What we cannot deny or stop, we can oversee, restrict, handle and promote with care. A tool is a tool, but a human is a human. And the humanity within us is irreplaceable.